So I'm here in the blind. I've made so much noise. It's ridiculous. It took me about an hour longer than I expected it to get ready. Once I got here, crash, bang, wallop. So it's now an hour after hunting began. Hunting was allowed. And I just did my first turkey call. Getting the decoys out was an experience. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. I've heard gobbling and all kinds of stuff, but I'm sure they've disappeared. They're gone. We'll see if they come back. Anyway, I'll be back if anything exciting happens. Sit rep. It's coming up for 9 o'clock in the morning. It's rained a bit, but the blind is keeping me nice and dry. That's good. Still no turkeys. I think I made too much noise. We'll see. I'll be patient. Well, as patient as I can be. My chair is creaking. I have to buy some. I'll have to bring some lubricant next time. Get rid of the squeak. I don't think it's my hips. The geese have been so loud. What are the rules? Am I allowed to shoot a goose? I don't know. There's a remarkable amount of wildlife, much more in the springtime than there was when I was deer hunting for the first time last year. Which is pretty cool. And I'm not even sure what some of the sounds are. I don't know if they're bullfrogs. or just what, but there are geese. I saw a heron fly over. Geese. The geese are so loud. Anyway, I'll report back if anything happens. Or if a while passes and nothing has happened. That was exciting. I think it was a jake. I'll have to take a look at the footage. Pretty sure a young one, but he came right up to my decoys, and then I scared him away with a call. It's about 5 to 8. I've been here since about 5 in the morning. Heard some tons of gobbles. Nothing has come close, but I did see a nice big tom following a hen all the way across the field from west to east. I'm hoping he had a look and saw the decoys, and I'm hoping he'll be back. So I'm calling every 15, 20 minutes or so. It's died down at this point. Pretty quiet. No gobbling. No sounds of the hens. Nice day though. Beautiful day. Anyway, I'll get back if anything really interesting happens. I'm here. It's almost 6 o'clock, and I'm just ready to start, which is about 15 minutes later than it should be. The bike ride was okay. It was pretty swampy out there, but it's all right. Oh, I have a new chair. It's big. It's much bigger than the other one, and so far quieter. So I hope that works out well. Oh, it's a little wonky feeling. Anyway, so I'm just going to start calling in a minute, and we'll see. We'll see. It's a beautiful morning. It rained all night, which is why the field was so swampy. But it's nice now. Anyway, let's try our first turkey call. What is that? Is it a goose? I don't know what that is. Well, it's now almost 7:30. Not a dicky bird. Nothing. Sure, crows, geese. Nothing yet. They may not be gobbling. Doesn't mean they're not hearing us. I think I heard a gobble or two. I don't know if they can gobble quietly, or if that just means he's far away. But it didn't seem far away. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it, but there were 3 big deer that went across the field, probably about 200, 250 yards away. Took their time, and they got to the middle, and then they ran, almost as though they were being chased by something, but I didn't see a coyote or anything like that. It's now 9:20. Excuse me, 9:20. Still nothing. Not a peep. I've called sparingly. A squirrel almost got into the blind. I had to make a bit of a noise to scare him away. I don't really want a trapped squirrel in the blind with me. It's fun though, even when nothing is happening. It's lovely. Getting to pray and thank God for all the people in my life and all of his blessings. now I just wanted to bring me a turkey. All right, I'm packing it in for the day. It was lovely. No birds. Well, birds, yes. All kinds of birds. Geese, turkey, vultures, and blackbirds, and some very strange sounds I couldn't identify. But anyway, it was good. Well, I mean, good in that it was a beautiful day, and I got to sit here in peace. That was lovely. Right. See you soon. There we go. Fun ride. Okay. Time to go home. That was good. I think this is day 4. And everything is now set up. I've got the decoys out there. And I heard a gobble slightly behind me, and so I left. So I called back. I haven't heard anything back yet, but Could be good today. We'll see. So I just recorded a good long clip of video, but I didn't. I hit the camera button instead, so I took a photograph. Anyway, so no call back from the Tom yet, but I'm pretty sure he heard me, so we'll see what that means. I remain hopeful. I have a good feeling about this today. We'll see. That's the only gobble I've heard, though. I haven't heard anything from the far end where I often hear gobbles. Anyway, so I've laid out the decoys a bit differently today. I've got them as 2 hens and 1 jake, and one of the hens is in a lying down position, kind of not like it's been shot dead, but I've heard that that's one of the ways to do it. Shows that the turkeys are comfortable and happy. Don't know. Anyway, if anything happens, you'll be the first to know. There's a funny cracking sound that I keep hearing behind me. Not creaking like a tree blowing in the wind, but like a house settling almost. I hope it's not a big bough or something that's going to fall off of a tree and crash through my blind. I doubt it. Anyway, the sun is beginning to streak across the field, and it looks beautiful. Yeah, it's a gorgeous morning. A little bit chilly, but lovely. Anyway, I'll be back. What I thought was a hawk earlier on is definitely a golden eagle. It's huge, and it's got the white bit on the upper part of its tail. I'm hoping he's been fully chased off, but he's been around, or she, all morning. But that might be a reason that I'm not seeing any turkeys at the moment. Don't think they get along very well. It's day number 5. I forgot my boots at home, so I had to go back and get them. So I'm starting a bit late today. It is 6:08, and sunrise was at like 3 minutes to 6. So I've missed a chunk of the early start. I've already heard a couple of gobbles, and I've called back, and we'll see what happens. But it's another lovely day, and it's the only, I think, rain-free day this week. So I gotta make the most of it. Come on, turkeys, come on. So I heard a gobble back from my call, and I've been clucking a little bit from over that way, which is not the direction. So from the east. I'm trying to think if I've ever heard them from the east before. I think maybe once. But that's promising. We'll see. This could get exciting. It's another absolutely stunning day. A little crisp this morning. I think about 5 or 6 degrees Celsius, but it's warming up, and it's sunny as can be. It's really the only good day, I think, this week. Well, I mean, you know, you could hunt, I guess, in drizzle, but I don't want to hunt in drizzle anymore. I have to say, this blind is really good. You don't see out of it quite like you would through a screen on a window, but yeah, you wouldn't want that because the turkeys can see it, but you can see enough through that you would catch any movement. So I don't have to constantly open up bits of the blind, the windows, to peer out. If anything comes from that side, or from behind technically, I would see it. And it really works well with binoculars. when you use binoculars, it's sort of, I guess because the focus is in the distance, you don't see the mesh anything like as much. It's hard to make your eyes focus on the distance and not focus on the mesh, but binoculars take care of that by focusing for you beyond. So I can do a quick scan on the distance. I can see all the way to the tree line on the other side. See if there's any movement across the field. I should probably stop talking. There are some really strange sounds. Things I've never heard before. Like that. Here, give it a listen. There. Do you hear it? I don't know what that is. It sounds like it might be a baby squirrel or something, but when you're here and they're blind and the animals have no idea that you're here, they just do their stuff all around you, and you get to experience all the sounds. No gobbles for a while, but I've been fairly quiet myself. I mean, as far as calling is concerned, I'm naturally a very noisy man, it seems. Okay, so I was just doing some clucking, and there was a gobble response. It seemed pretty close, like 100 yards. So I just did a couple little quiet clucks afterwards. I'm gonna wait. Gonna get my gun ready. I don't know if I've said this before, but sometimes it feels like, you know, when you're fishing and the fish just kind of nibble at the worm and pull the bobber down just enough to keep you around. I think they do it on purpose. I'm beginning to wonder if turkeys have the same sort of evil thoughts. I think this is day 6. We're nearing the end of turkey season. I think I might get one more hunt in, but I'm hoping I don't need to. So I'm here. I was here almost on time. And I've got some gobbles coming from over there, so I need to pay attention. I want to be careful with how much I call, but this could be a good day. Praying. I was just thinking, my pants are really tight around the waist. I couldn't figure it out, and then I realized I was still wearing the back brace that I use to take the bike out of the back of the car. 3 beautiful whitetail just across the field. About maybe 200 yards away. So my question is, where do they go in deer season? Because I've seen way more deer this turkey season than I ever saw during deer season. Put out apples, did all of that. I don't know. It's like they know. Riding into the blind today, the grass was, I don't know, maybe in some places 2 feet tall. So, and there was a lot of dew. I got pretty soaked. So now I realize that my clever idea of going with lower rubber boots was maybe not so wise. I wonder if turkeys wait until the grass has dried out a bit for the morning dew. I know I would. It's almost 8 o'clock, and it's still only 7 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in American currency, but it's chilly. Probably should have dressed a little bit warmer, but I expected it to actually warm up as the sun came up, but it's only gone up by 1 degree. At least it isn't windy, so that's good. But no turkeys yet. Plenty of gobbles earlier. I mean, plenty. They seem to get a little bit closer for a while, but then they died out, and I think it's normal for them to die out as the sun comes up. So I'm kind of feeling that there's no way that the Tom or Toms didn't hear me, so they know where my decoys are. They have to. I don't think they've seen them yet, because I don't think they've got close enough. But I suspect that as the morning wears on, there's a good chance that they'll come looking. We'll see. I'll be here. So I spent most of the morning feeling too cold, and I had completely forgotten that I brought with me an Arctic fleece. Anyway, that would have been nice. Nothing today. Stuck around until about, it's 11:30 now, so I think it's time to pack it in. One more day. Tomorrow is the last day I think I'm going to get to be able to hunt this year for turkeys. Hey, maybe that's the idea. Maybe God wanted me to enjoy loads of days and then finally get one on the last day. That's what I'm hoping for, praying for. So something a little different today, because it's probably the last day of turkey hunting for me this season. Steve, the property owner, suggested that I switch things up and that I move away from the blind, which is down that way, and come here to hay bales that he has set up. This is where he has seen the majority of turkeys crossing the field. It's a bit swampy, I have to say. There are lots of bees. Steve, he has bees, bee hives. Anyway, but yeah, well, we'll see. It doesn't make sense to keep doing the same thing if it hasn't worked, and being the last day that I can see that has the right kind of weather for this, I think this is probably my last day of hunting for turkeys this year. That'll be sad. I really enjoyed it, but I might get one today. Who knows? Sit rep. Nothing to report. Bees and bumblebees and wasps. But I'll tell you one thing. This has made me appreciate my blind a lot more. It's like everything here wants to bite or sting me. Wasps and bees and ants, ticks. A mouse ran over my foot. I think Steve did this. I think he told me to come here for fun. I think he was having a laugh. Get away. Get away. Come on. Get away. Go away. Yeah. Fending off attacking insects is not conducive to me staying calm and still. And here's the other thing. All of the land around, including where the decoys are, is dry. These hay bales are in like a miniature swamp. It's the only bit. So I'm not a violent man. But I think if I don't get a turkey, I'm going to punch Steve in the nose. Good morning. I got here at a good time this morning. I've already done my first call. So I decided I would hunt again today because I'm not leaving the season on that low note of yesterday's hunt, surrounded by wasps and hornets and anyway. Beautiful morning. It's supposed to rain. I think start raining around 9 or 10. So I'll make this a short one today, and I may be able to get out again, depending on the weather, on Friday. We'll see. But the sun's coming up. I'll keep you posted as always. It's as though the grass grows like 4 inches a day. It's crazy. It's now significantly higher than a couple of days ago when I was here. I got soaked again on the way in because it just comes up to my knees on the e-bike. But, hey, first world problems. I'm alright. No gobbles yet. I hear geese. I haven't heard geese for a couple of hunts, I think. There was a rabbit right by the blind this morning. I can see it from my headlight, trying his eyes lit up. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, on the road, some sort of a weasel. I don't know if it was a marten or what, I'll have to look that up. But a weasel right across the road. Sleek little guys. I mean, they're not that little either. Fighting machines. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, about the gobbles. Well, there haven't been any. I've been told to do a locator call, like a crow. But I don't know how to do a crow call. I could probably sound like a man trying to do a crow call, which I think is probably not a good idea. There's a flock of deer. Herd. It's a herd of deer. 7 deer in the herd. 4 of those deer headed from east to west into the forest just over there. Came within about 80 yards, 90 yards or so. In this case, I think it was a doe with 3 fawns. I've got some exciting news. No, I don't. Nothing has happened. I have a feeling I'm going to have to come back again, either tomorrow or the next day. I don't really want to end my first turkey season without a turkey, but in fairness, I went into this not expecting to get one in my first year. So, we'll see. There's still hope. It doesn't really matter in the end. It's been fantastic. It just doesn't make a particularly entertaining video. Sorry. 12 minutes to 9. So I think I'm going to pack up in, 12 minutes. I just get this feeling that I'm going to pack up, and that's when Tom's going to arrive. I always wait until the very end to unload my gun, because I was thinking of packing up, like I said, and I just heard a gobble. Off to my right, so the east. Fair distance away, but I gave a good call back. No response yet. But it's the only thing I've heard all day, so I'm sticking around for a little bit. Not long, just a bit. Good morning, and welcome to the last turkey hunt of 2025 for me. Tomorrow's actually the last day of the season, but I'm not going to be able to get out tomorrow, so it's now or never. Alright, the sun isn't up yet. I'm on time basically, and I've done my first call. And I just need to get ready, get my mask on, and we'll go from there. Well, it's about 20 to 6, and I think I heard a gobble in response to a call, but I don't know for sure. If I did, it was a fair ways off. So, and that was about 20 minutes ago. I just called again, and I have not heard a response. But this is my last chance. It's a fantastic looking day. It should be sunny and warm today. It's probably the warmest day so far. Yeah. I've really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed it. Turkeys or not, I've enjoyed it immensely. Like I enjoyed the bow hunting for deer, as unsuccessful as that was last year. Definitely some gobbles. I've been exchanging calls back and forth definitely with the Don. He's on the west side, so basically in the direction the blind is pointing, so he'll be northwest because the blind is pointing northwest. So I don't want to overdo it. Right now I'm just doing sort of little clucks and purrs. But definitely, and he seemed to be getting a bit closer, so this is exciting. Or he could amount to absolutely nothing, but I'm staying positive. Well, a few minutes have passed. Probably about 20 minutes or so, and he's definitely getting closer. This could be it. I'm just hoping that I'm calling correctly, doing the occasional very sort of quiet yelp, a couple of yelps, and merely clucking and purring. I'm going to get back to the calling. I'll keep you posted. I can see the Tom. Okay, I'll be back. Well, he came to about 60 yards. I'm not trying to take a turkey at 60 yards. But I don't see him now. I didn't see him leave. It must have been when I looked down to do a call. I put my binoculars down. But maybe he's just kind of circling around. I don't know. But I'm just going to gently cluck and purr for a bit. See if he comes back. But that's the closest I've come yet by far. Ooh, it's exciting. I'll be back. I got one. I had been calling him for probably the better part of an hour. And, maybe not quite. Yeah, 45 minutes anyway. And he arrived at about 60, 70 yards. I could see his neck and head poking up. And then he disappeared, and I thought he might be coming around in a roundabout way to come back to the turkeys, but maybe I've just lost him. And I looked down. Eventually I got my binoculars back out and scanned. As I was getting my binoculars out, he was like maybe 10 yards. Yeah, 15 maybe at most from the blind. And he walked out towards the decoys. Got my gun and calmed my nerves, and it looks like it was a clean shot. I'm gonna go check him out now. Wow, that was exciting. So, got my first turkey. It's not a big one. It's a Jake. Last day of the hunt. Thank you, God. Last day of the hunt. Phew. Right then. Well, I've gutted it. To the best of my ability. I've taken out the heart and lungs for Steve. I don't think he wants them. And then I'm going to take it home and watch some YouTube videos and quickly process it and go from there. There are going to be feathers everywhere. Sorry, Alison. Right then. I'll see you in a while.